Hello, YouTube. It's been almost a month since I recorded the update video, and that never got uploaded because, piece of shit computer having problems. Trying to get another one. I got more records since then, so I decided to redo it. Yeah, I got pretty amazing stuff here. So let's start off with original Something New by the Beatles, original stereo press. It's in very good condition. Sounds very good. I probably prefer the mono. I prefer mono of just about all the Beatle albums. But this is a stereo, original stereo is a nice listen though. Like some songs like If I Fell and some soft and I Love Her, Tell Me Why, they benefit from the stereo mix, I think. And then here's one of my latest editions from the last trip at the record store, Beatles at Hollywood Bowl from 1977. Actually pretty good record. You turn it up loud enough, you have the right speaker and turn it up loud enough, it sounds like you're actually there at the concert. 13 songs on it. Yeah, that's my other Beatles find. Alright, this is from the same day, Jethro Tull, Aqualung for $5. I was glad to find this for $5. It's in really nice shape, of course. It's definitely a classic album, an example of a classic album. Bunch of good songs on it like Aqualung and Cross-Eyed Mary, Mother Goose, My God, Hymn 43, Locomotive Breath, and all kinds of stuff. And Genesis Abacab, 1981. This is a different cover variation than my other copy. I know a lot of people are conflicted on this record, but I happen to be a big fan of it. There's the songs. I like just about all those songs a lot. I think it's a really good record, and I think it's progressive. That's Genesis Abacab. the second cover variation out of 4. The other one I have, I don't even remember. I think it's 4th one, but I might be wrong. It's either the 3rd or 4th one. Here's a British pressing of King Crimson Discipline. Now this, I was really glad to find. Got it for cheap. It's on the original EG label. I like getting the original UK press. This, of course, is one of the greatest albums of its time, and I mean, it still is one of the best, I think. I mean, it's filled with classic songs like Elephant Talk, Frame by Frame, Attack to the Saw, and Indiscipline. My favorite is probably Thela and Ginjit. The Sheltering Sky is awesome, and of course Discipline. I mean, it's all classic. Probably one of the best albums ever. One of my favorites. And I got a promotional pressing of King Crimson Beat, album after Discipline. I like this album more than a lot of people, but it's still, it's not as good as Discipline, of course, but I still think it's another classic album. And Neil, Jack and Me, Heartbeat, Sartori and Tangier, Waiting Man are all classic songs. I'm a big fan of Neurotica, and Two Hands is okay, Howard is good, and Requiem is pretty, and that guitar playing at the beginning, that melting guitar solo at the beginning, comes with the blue lyric sheet, of course. I mean, it's in mint condition, of course. It's a promotional pressing, so it never got played much. And it has the hype sticker, of course. I mean, I'm really glad to find that, too. There's King Crimson Beat. Here's King Crimson 3 of a Perfect Pair. Another great album, I think. I mean, this has some good stuff on it. 3 of a Perfect Pair. Sleepless. I like Man with an Open Heart. Dodges. Industry is one of the best songs on it. Dig Me, I like, and Lark's Tongues and Aspic Part 3. That's probably the best song on it. Oh, and it came with the lyric sheet as well, the lyric sleeve. It's in mint condition, of course. Glad to get that as well for such a low price and such mint condition. I think the best songs on it are Lark's Tongues and Aspic Part 3, 3 of a Perfect Pair, Industry, and Sleepless. Those are all the best songs on it. And I got one of the new King Crimson records, Reconstruction of Light. I planned on getting all three of them, but you know, I've been buying other stuff. I'll get to it. I'll get to it soon. It's next on the list. I got the Reconstruction of Light, and I think this mix is definitely an improvement over the original. The original sounds a little compressed and, maybe slightly dated in some parts of it, but like especially in Prozac Blues, that's the main song that comes to mind. Like sounds compressed, kind of dated on the CD, the original CD, but on the vinyl, I mean, it's a new on the vinyl and with the new 2019 mix. It's the new 2019 mix makes it sound like a new, fresh album, the whole album. I think it's a new, fresh album. Definitely mixed. They needed to do. Because the album really needed it when you compare it to the original. Yeah, that's glad to own that. Great part of the King Crimson collection. I still gotta get Thwack and The Power to Believe, of course, which have bonus. They all have bonus songs on them. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about the new releases by King Crimson on 200-gram vinyl. It's good 200-gram vinyl. So on to the rest of the stuff. This I got at flea market for $20. Physical Graffiti by Led Zeppelin. Glad to find this one. I think it's one of their best albums. The first three sides, anyway. Side 4 is just not as good as the rest of the album. I mean, it's good, of course, just not as good as the first three sides. I mean, it has a lot of great songs like Custard Pie, The Rover's good, In My Time of Dying, of course, Houses of the Holy, Trample Underfoot, Kashmir. I mean, it's not their best album, but it's in the top 5 for me. In the Light, of course, is a good song. Bronnier, Down by the Seaside, 10 Years Gone. That's a good side of songs. Then side 4, Night Flight's okay. Wonton Song is pretty good. Boogie with Stu's pretty good. Black Country Woman's okay. Sick Again's pretty good. I mean, it's good. It's a good side. It has a good song. Just I don't know. It's just not as good as the first two sides. But still, an overall great album. Yeah, that's Physical Graffiti by Led Zeppelin, 1974. This I got the same day as Beatles at Hollywood Bowl and Aqualung by Jethro Tull. Deep Purple, Machine Head. Really glad to find this one. $6.99. Here's the gatefold. Really cool gatefold. And it's not quite the first pressing. This is from like late 70s, early 80s, mid 80s, I don't know. But I didn't know that buying it, but I really, it doesn't matter. $6.99, mint condition. It sounds excellent. It sounds like a new record, like it should. So, I'm not complaining about it at all. Really stoked to find it. I mean, Highway Star. Maybe I'm a Leo. Pictures of Home, Ever Before. And of course, Smoke on the Water, Lazy, and Space Truckin'. This is one of the great albums in history, too. One thing I really need to get soon is new record sleeves. I'm using a lot from the record store, and they use tape on them, and tape can be downright irritating. But that's Deep Purple, Machine Head. Cool back cover and cool front cover. Yeah, I mean, it's mint condition. I complain about it. This is a record that's in mint condition. Technical Ecstasy by Black Sabbath. This, I believe, is a great Black Sabbath album. Definitely a great, it's one of my favorites right now by Black Sabbath. I just think it's a just classic example of a classic rock album of the 70s. It's, this is kind of them doing classic rock, but with a metal edge, sort of. And I definitely underrated. And I love Backstreet Kids and You Won't Change Me, It's Alright, Gypsy, and All Moving Parts, Staying Still, Rock and Roll Doctor, She's Gone, and Dirty Woman. Dirty Woman's my favorite song on it. It's one of my absolute favorite songs by Black Sabbath. It's actually focusing. Lyric in her sleeve. Yeah, this is a great album. Especially Dirty Woman. One of my favorites. Here, Slayer Haunting the Chapel. The Slayer EP. Wait, open it. Slayer's 1984 EP. Got it for $30. Good price for a Slayer record. Has all the lyrics on the back. On Metal Blade Records. It's absolutely mint condition. I mean, it plays mint, completely mint. Perfect shape. There's some ad in it from Metal Blade Records. And this was a lucky find. Like the last few here are some pretty lucky finds. So these last three, no, there's four left, but the three before the last one I got the same day I got Machine Head by Deep Purple and Aqualung and Beatles one. Here's Judas Priest, Hero Hero. This is an original British pressing from 1981. Original sticker on it. This has a lot of my favorite Priest songs, like Victim of Changes and Tyrant, One for the Road, Rock and Rolla, Dreamer Deceiver, Genocide, the medley from the first album, Rock and Rolla. This has a lot of good stuff on it. Let's see if it'll focus this time. Judas Priest, Hero Hero. On Gold Records. Mint condition, of course. Yeah, this is the compilation record Judas Priest put out in '81 of, songs from their first three albums. It's mostly their first two. There's only one song from their third album, Diamonds and Rust. Yeah, it has the entirety of the Rock and Rolla album. All seven, however many songs are on that album. I can't remember. But it has the whole album scattered throughout it. And a couple of songs are remixed, like Rock and Rolla. They extended it. Yeah, it has all but two of the songs from their second album. And possibly my favorite, Sad Wings of Destiny. And here's the gatefold. It has a pretty cool drawing of the band, minus their various drummers. Too many drummers to draw. Very cool to look at. Yeah. Very, very good night. Very glad to find that because it has a lot of my favorite Judas Priest songs on it. And the same day, I found these Iron Maiden and Killers, first two Iron Maiden albums. First, let's look at their first album, Iron Maiden. Now, no, you never find original Maiden records where I go, so I wasn't gonna hesitate. It's on the original Harvest label, like Pink Floyd records. And Pink Floyd and Deep Purple records. Yeah, these are in mint condition, of course. They play absolutely mint. No background noise, no nothing. These are new condition. I mean, this is one of the all-time great albums, too. I mean, it's up there, definitely. It's one of the greatest albums of all time. Prowler, Remember Tomorrow, Running Free, Phantom of the Opera, that's a big classic. Transylvania, Strange World, Sanctuary, Charlotte the Harlot, Iron Maiden, all classic songs. And now let's take a look at Killers. I think this is a great album too. Probably not quite as great as the first album, but I mean, pretty cool album. Mint condition, of course. The Ides of March, Wrathchild, Genghis Khan is one of my favorites from the album. Killers, Prodigal Son's probably the best song on it. Top 3 songs. Purgatory, Drifter. I mean, all the songs are excellent, of course. All their songs are. Just pretty much all of their songs by Iron Maiden are excellent. So, yeah, the cost, each of these were about $30 a piece. Still a good price. This last one is the one I spent the most on out of all of these. I didn't get it the last time, but the time before, I had this when I made the other version of the video that now gone from the computer. But this right here has been something that I've been wanting for a long time. Few years, ever since I started collecting this artist. Oh shit, that's now, 4 years. 4 years I've been collecting this artist, and about 4 years later, I finally got the record I was looking for. The Holy Grail, pretty much. It was around $50, and here it is, Elvis's first album, Elvis Presley. It's almost a perfect condition. I mean, it pretty much is in perfect condition. There's a name on the front cover. It looks a lot better in person. Like, you barely notice the writing because it's such a beautiful shape when you look at this. I mean, it's a wonderful condition. and came with the original inner sleeve in mint condition. And the record itself, I mean, look at that. I mean, this is mint minus. Excellent. And the sound sounds amazing. I mean, sounds just the way it should sound when you hear this album. And it's not the. I mean, it doesn't have the PD credit on Just Because, though. But, you know, this was too in good shape to pass it up. I mean, you'd be an idiot to pass it up. And I wasn't going to be an idiot about it. I was going to buy it. I'm glad I did. I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's not the PD pressing. It's beautiful condition. And it's a 3S, 5S pressing. So it's pretty early. It's still a pretty early pressing. I mean, it's from 1956 pressing. This would be worth about $200 on eBay, even with writing on the cover. I'm not kidding, or possibly 500 even, for all I know, or beyond that. And I got it for less than $50. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. So those are my LPs. I forgot. I gotta show you the 45s. So there's only one 45. Original King Creole 45 by Elvis. 1958. For a long time I had the record, but not the sleeve. I saw it on eBay for a cheap price, so I got it. It was a bid or best offer, and I offered $10 for it. Sounds great. And excellent condition. And the last thing here, I got it the flea market the day I got Physical Graffiti. Got the Beatles Anthology VHS set. Yes, I have a VCR. I'm never going to get rid of a VCR until it quits working. And I'll go to the Goodwill and buy a new one. Because I like VHS. Because, you know, I'm a retro type of guy. This is very cool looking VHS set. Yeah, this is pretty much the best music documentary there is. I mean, all the people that should be speaking about the Beatles' history on camera are speaking about it. You know, they don't have any phony balonies on it. that know nothing about the Beatles, like some of the cheap, I call mockumentaries, that are on TV that don't have any reputable person talking on it. Yeah, definitely. I got it for $15. This whole thing, by the way, $15 to steal. How was I gonna pass that up? Very cool looking too. And you see, I got a lot of amazing stuff lately. So that's all the amazing stuff for now. I'm sure I'll have more amazing stuff in a month or two. Another video or less. I'm probably going. Hopefully, have the money to go to the record store this weekend. So probably making a new video soon. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. And have a good day, everyone. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video. Peace out.